You already know what time it is when you see that background, baby. Talking about your Jojo hot takes, part 6. Skinny the World from part 7 just doesn't hit the same. But wait a minute. This guy's saying part 7, the world being skinny fits way better. As some of you know, the world is my favorite stand of all time, so I'm an expert at that topic. And what I will say is, I really like both of them. High Voltage was my favorite arc in part 7, basically because of this panel right here. But at the same time, I'd be lying if I said I didn't prefer the bulky look of part 3. It's not just muscle mass though, there's a couple other small differences most people don't know about. My favorite one being the legs, with part 7 having these cowboy boots, while part 3 wears the same goofy elf shoes Dio does. Overall, I like part 3 better, but part 7's cool as fuck too. By exploiting Bites the Dust with an ally instead of somebody like Hayato, Kira can potentially beat 95% or more of the Jojo cast, even those that are declared to be stronger than him. Totally agree, not a hot take at all. Bites the Dust is busted. It not only could not be touched by Heaven's Door, which is already one of the most busted stands, but it also already successfully defeated the entire cast once. Broski then mentions 3 examples of stands that could potentially beat it, starting with Wonder of View, which I'm not even sure they would even interact, considering both of them kind of rely on being chased and none of them being the chaser. D4C Love Train is a super interesting one, considering Bites the Dust is kind of like a huge misfortune. So would he be able to reflect it away elsewhere? I don't know, maybe a different dimension. And finally, GER, which is another one I'm not so sure about, because Bites the Dust can't be punched. It's like invulnerable, so can he be reset to 0? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Brickiel is light years better than Hermes, Weather, Hanasui, and Emporio. Not gonna lie, I do think he's underrated, especially since Broski's literally a Joestar. But come on now, taking him over Weather? And my GOAT, Hanasui? Nah, these two motherfuckers and Versus carried part 6 for me. How is Jotaro 18? Worse, he's 17 in part 3. Look at my man's neck. Broski really had that Netflix teenager build. Long story short, it's because of the art style at the time. When he popped up in this part 5 flashback, he looked like a little bitch. I definitely think Chad Jotaro fits way better though. And finally, Dopo is a femboy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. This is the Kashimo situation all over again. I was about to say, in this case, do we also consider Diavolo a femboy? But can somebody explain this? What is this? How do they have a solid 20 centimeter height difference? This is the same guy. Literally some Yugi in attempt type shit. Honestly, I'm confused. Doppio is not slouching, so where did all those extra inches come from? And how do I get them? I'm just kidding, I'm 7'8", I don't need to get any taller. Leave some more hot takes in the comments.